AMD mic drops on everybody in the gaming industry. PlayStation's finally coming out with the features they should have had at launch, and Nvidia says that they're open to working with Intel, but they're gonna charge a whole lot more for their stuff. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're gonna be going over the hottest tech news that I can find on the internet while you enjoy your Brettfist, and we're gonna start off talking today about AMD's FSR 2.0 announcement that they made at GDC. We've been talking about this in the past few episodes of Hot News, that FSR is their new upscaling technology. It's going to allow games to run at faster frame rates at the same resolution, faster than ever before, in a way that hopefully will bring better quality than FSR 1.0. And they came out with a couple of key statistics that actually are good to know about, such as the fact that it works with everything from an RX 500 series card to a GTX 10 series card as the optimal starting level hardware. There's not a real indication yet whether or not you can use something below that, something like an RX 580, because they say you should start at a 590, but who on earth even has those? And a 1070 is where you should start on Nvidia, but it does work on a multitude of hardware, including even on Xbox. AMD saying that they're not going to guarantee that Xbox game developers will take advantage of it, but it will also be fully supported on Xbox and be available in the Xbox GDK for registered developers to use in their games. No word on Sony using it in their stuff, but we'll talk about them in a bit. They also have 4 different modes that you can use: quality, balance, performance, and ultra performance, that will do different input resolutions to output resolutions to get you the faster frame rate. And they even include a whole bunch of scenes for you to kind of compare between the two, such as the native option versus balance. And these are 20 megabyte files. We'll leave links in the video description in case you want to check this out for yourself, just to kind of compare the quality between the two as you look between the images and see if they're actually any different in terms of quality, and then also know that they're going to be running at a faster frame rate. But one of the key things that actually makes this super interesting is AMD saying that if a game already has DLSS 2.0 implemented, it should take less than 3 days for a game developer to get FSR 2.0 implemented for that game, especially since this will not use anything like an AI tensor core. It's just going to be run on the actual GPU itself. This is better for gamers everywhere. It's supported on a wide variety of platforms. It's actually looking really good and a huge step up. FSR 1.0, not really anything special, kind of the start of something great. FSR 2.0 actually has me really excited. Let me know if you're looking forward to the FSR 2.0 down below in the comments. And I'm going to let you know about today's video sponsor. My friends, Best Buy recently sponsored a video over on UFD Tech that allowed us to overhaul our studio. Things are looking better than ever before, and they did so by partnering with us with their Bose portable speaker. This is something that allows me to carry audio wherever I'm going around the office and play it all the time. And Kyler even has one of the ones. Kyler, which Bose do you have? Kyler has the SoundLink Micro Portable Waterproof. He loves it, don't ya?
I love it.
He loves it. He didn't even buy it because it was sponsored. He bought it because he wanted it, isn't it? It was a gift. He still loves it. And you can gift yourself portable sound quality that's also slightly waterproof by saving 20 bucks on the Micro, 30 bucks on the Color, and $40 on the Wi-Fi built-in portable smart speaker from Best Buy. The sound quality is good. You got 360 degrees of sound on this big boy. You can do Wi-Fi control in case you want to, but in case you don't want to spend $360, you can pick up one of these cheaper ones. But Kyler loves his, we love ours. You should check it out at the link in the video description. Big thanks to Best Buy for sponsoring this video, sponsoring the new office. You should totally go check out that video that we did with them over on UFD Tech. And we're going to be checking out some AMD benchmarks that are popping up. The 5800X3D is now appearing in Cinebench scores, and it appears that it's about 9% faster than the 5800X, which just take that with a huge grain of salt, especially considering Geekbench is just not a benchmark that kind of indicates gaming performance. And that's something AMD has kind of been clear about with the purpose of the X3D chips, is that it's supposed to be a faster gaming chip because of the 3D V cache and not necessarily just overall that much faster, especially because they had to do things like reduce clock speeds and voltages and remove overclocking. It's not going to be supremely a better overall all-around chip. So 9% improvement, it might actually translate into a 15% improvement in games. We just have to wait and see until it officially comes out on April 20th. But Sony finally confirming that it's officially going to come out. Variable refresh rate for the PS5. This is something I've been waiting for forever. Microsoft has this on the Xbox Series X from launch. It actually makes it so that games that can't run at 60 look smoother and better, and especially with the proliferation of Elden Ring out there, the PS5 could benefit from the low frame rate dips that are happening. But Sony now confirming that they are pleased to say that VRR is planned to be released on the PS5 in the coming months on HDMI 2.1 compatible monitors, and that things should actually be better. This is something they should have had at launch. I'm excited to see that it's coming now. Thank you, Sony, for making this happen. And thank you for listening to the Cryptostonks. Bitcoin down 0.7% to be at just shy of $42,300. Ethereum down 1.1% to be at $29.69. Finally below $3,000 again. And Dogecoin, for some reason, surging 3.5% to be at 12.7 cents. Did Elon Musk tweet? What? Okay, thanks. What is what I'm saying to what's going on with Microsoft and them being hacked, the hacker organization that got to Nvidia, to Samsung. Now we have details on what they did to Microsoft with them putting out a torrent that has 9 gigabytes of files on things from Microsoft, including 90% of the source code from Bing and 45% of Cortana and Big Maps code, which is absolutely crazy. Microsoft saying, hey, it doesn't matter because they don't rely on the secrecy of code as a security measure, and viewing source code does not lead to elevation of risk, especially considering that probably 90% of Bing source code is just stripped straight from Google, and it's the exact same but worse. That 10% is that like extra little special sauce that makes Bing so much worse than everything else. Bing, I only use you to find where Google Chrome is. And people only used to use OnePlus when they were actually a good, like, stock version of not Android that made things easier. They were a cheaper phone. Anyways, the spiritual successor to that, the Nothing One phone, has been at least previewed, announced. The Nothing Phone 1 is going to come out sometime this summer. It's going to run off of Android and have a Qualcomm chip. It's being run by the former co-founder of OnePlus and hopes to seek to resurrect what was the OnePlus brand before it got bought out by Oppo and turned into just another generic Android phone that's out there. That's what I'm trying to say. But you know what you could do on your Android phone? That doesn't make any sense because it's not the segue that I'm going for. Arizona is allowing people to have their driver's license saved in Apple Wallet for the first time. This is amongst several different states that are working to get that done. Arizona's being the first to be approved on Apple Wallets here in the United States. And also here in the United States, Starlink is upping their prices on their space internet, including if you've already pre-ordered them, hiking the price up for a disc to $5.99 and then making it cost $110 a month instead of $99 a month, with them citing that it's inflationary reasons. So 20% increase on the dish, and the monthly service fee is up 11%. However, if you did pre-order, you don't get the full price jack. You only go up to $5.49 instead of $5.99, but them saying that it's due to the excessive levels of inflation. And so they're making everything more expensive for you, which is exactly what Nvidia did. They made their GPUs more expensive, and now they're coming out in their annual investor day saying just how much gamers are spending on their GPUs. And it turns out that the average sale price on GPUs is up $300 with the latest generation of GPUs, which is no surprise. This is something that Nvidia got us ready for with the RTX 20 series. They started the prices way too dang high, not really offering that much in terms of uplift from the 10 series, but then that got us to accept those prices so that when the 30 series came, it was a huge uplift over the 10 series. People swarmed to it, accepted the prices, and then there we go. Bob's your Uncle Monkey, or money's being spent out the wazoo. It's just Nvidia. They got us ready for the price hikes. We took the price hikes, and now we're here with them making money hand over fist. And obviously, this doesn't include the scalping pricing that's going on, where people are actually selling this for even, 50% more at some points. Nvidia doesn't really see a cut of that, especially if it's done on the open market. So, more money for GPUs. Who's surprised? Not me, but you shouldn't be surprised that Nvidia wants to work with Intel, especially for upcoming foundry service purposes when it comes to their CPUs or potentially even GPUs in the future. Probably not so much the GPUs, but on the CPU side of things. Jensen Huang in an interview yesterday saying that, hey, they got relationships with everyone. Our relationship with Intel is quite long. We work with them across a whole lot of different areas, every single PC, every single laptop, supercomputer, we collaborate. We've been working closely with Intel, sharing with them our roadmap long before we share it with the public for years. Intel has known our secrets for years. AMD has known our secrets for years. We are sophisticated and mature enough to realize that we have to collaborate. We share roadmaps, of course, under confidentiality and a very selective channel of communications. The industry has just learned how to work in that way. So you heard it here from Jensen. Intel, AMD, Nvidia, they all know what's going on behind the scenes. It's a secret cabal of like just the evil giant billionaire companies trying to get you to play video games faster than ever before. That's some hot news right there for you. Don't miss it. Tomorrow there's going to be more hot news, I promise. That's legally how it has to happen. Hot tech news every day. See you then, friends.